All right, all right. How's it going tonight, everyone? Yeah, everyone. Jeez. How's it going tonight, everyone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Actually, I suppose there's more morning than tonight, but whatever. So I was planning on streaming at the normal time. I was really tired. I was like, I'll lay down, nap for an hour. 4 hours later. So, yeah. All right, don't mind me. I'm getting a snack here. And as we go, Mr. Big wants to say hi. Good morning, Ivanhoe. How you doing? But yeah, so we got a bunch of pull requests to go through to merge. Thanks to Ivanhoe reviewing them. Greatly appreciate that. Why are you still getting so messed up, man? Okay. So we're gonna get going with those. I thought I did the feature change signal. We need to look at that. I'm pretty sure we did. I just didn't label it right on pull request, so I don't know. You know what, mister? You trying to extort some more treats out of me? He's like, no, just 11. He's trying to get my grapes, too. Cats don't eat grapes. Oh, so I'm told. You ran anything in Valorant? It's okay. We'll find it later. I ran all of it, so which I think I did. I'm debating on whether or not we want to put a test into these. So I removed all the finish tests from these as I'm doing them. But we could actually go through and test. Where the hell is? Oh, I hit the wrong pull request apparently. So we removed all the finish tests for whatever, but we could verify that this is being emitted. But it's really a developer thing, so I don't know. We need to test it, sir. Hi. You're just here for treats? Yeah, you're here for treats. You're trying to lead me to him. He just got treats like 20 minutes ago. That's what he wants. Get out of my grapes. We'll go. Enjoy. I don't have enough tree apparently. Okay. Whoa. I also updated Team City, U-Track, and Hub earlier today. So if anything's weird happening there for anybody, let me know. We'll start with the Pidgin ones. This one's yeah, 3292. We'll start there. Excuse me. What did I say? 3292. Yes. So this is to make stuff easier for us in the long run. When I originally wrote this, I don't know why I was dumb about it. Well, we didn't have IBIS number one. Even if we did, IBIS didn't have the message class yet. So we had this whole find or create contact, which took a nick. We now take an IBIS message because we do a lot more with it than just use that name. And so we use the message to try to figure out who the user is. So there's an IRC-v3 spec called account tag, which I don't think we're. Oh no, I think we are requesting it now. So if the account tag says whenever a message comes in from a user, if they're registered to services, that tag named account will be set with the name of the user's services account. So that is a de facto unique identifier for that user. Now, that doesn't mean that user can't change accounts, but when that message came in, that's the account it belongs to. So we use that to figure out the actual purple contact and all that stuff. And then otherwise, we had a bunch of stuff that was manually going through and then grabbing the source and then parsing it and then using the nick from that to then use that to look it up. But that just be, I was going to have to do that in a few more places, which is why you've got these big, no, this one's a different one. But, yeah. Anyways, I was going to have to add it in a few more places. I'm just like, this is dumb. We should update this to do this, and then everything's in one place, and we're good to go. So that's what we did. So let's land it, run the test, and build it. One more time. The grapes are really cold. I got a couple teeth that are sensitive right now too. Just like, it's so cold. Right. Also, over the weekend I was working on the expect stream, which is now going to be called the response stream. Except I made a a boo-boo that I have to go back and fix. But I pretty much have the plan for how that thing's going to work. That's what's going to allow us to unit test by having a a mocked out server instance. I've got the API semantics figured out. I don't necessarily have the internal mechanisms figured out yet. But, you know, that's okay. Not the end of the world. IRCV3. Contact for message. Okay, cool. Alright, next up we got we'll do fix the display of the account names. I don't think I took a screenshot of this. This is actually kind of funny. So somehow when we change the account to not be a contact manager anymore, or a contact info anymore, I missed this part. Oh, I saw it the other day. I was like, that's a mistake. Like, that's a bit of a bug there. Yeah, let's fix that. So that is precisely what this pull request does. All it does is instead of, yeah, exactly. Oops. Instead of using the contact info as username. So the idea of the contact info on the account is that is a runtime only property. Or so it may be valid after or when it's not connected, but the intent is that that's where the runtime info goes. And that shouldn't be used to identify the account. Like the offline identification stuff should be in the account itself. So now, hey! So this is my local Ergo server, and then all the clients on it are named after what they are running. So this is the Pidgin clean tree, which is why it's named clean. The clean tree is just, it doesn't have any dev stuff. This is the merging tree. But yeah, so at some point here, account usernames are going to go away. And I've got some ideas of how that's going to happen. I don't have them fully baked out yet. But accounts are going to get names that are just whatever people want to name them. By default, you know, it'll be like IRC1, IRC2 or something, right? But there's a problem with using the username for the accounts when everything uses your email as an account. You have no idea what the protocol is when you just see the username, and that's a problem. So we want to go change that around, do some other stuff, blah blah blah, but we'll see. But to make this work, I've been working on some ideas of how to better handle user authentication to make things better for the user and the protocol developers, because right now it's a shit show. Let's go with that. So like, for example, say you have, like, right now we require the username for account because it's what we use to display the account, right? This is why the contact info is going to be over here as runtime information, because that username, we don't necessarily know it at startup either, right? So like if you're authenticating with OAuth, you just put in whatever. Yada with the raid, welcome. How's your stream? What were you up to tonight? But yeah, so there's multiple problems with that kind of stuff. But then I totally lost my train of thought. It's okay. Oh right, so if you're authenticating with OAuth, we don't necessarily know your username. Like maybe you put an email address in, but like we're gonna redirect you to a web form where you're gonna put in your username anyways, and we can't repopulate it. So like, why are we having you put your username in the first place, right? Or maybe the protocol supports credentials and OAuth, but like, how does the user choose which one to use, right? I've got some ideas on that, but we'll see how it goes. We're digging tunnels, running network cables. Ah, nice. You want to come run the network cable through my house? It's been on my list of things to do for a very long time. I almost bought some fish tape to do it too. But then I keep going, I should probably just have a professional do this. The problem is I don't know who the professional is. Now, I don't know if you're being fully serious in what you're saying, but yeah. I gotta run network cable in my house. That's what it comes down to. Alright, So this next pull request, we got a bunch of issues for this. We're trying to get rid of the purple notify API and the purple request API and make them more, like, we can't get entirely away from the request API, but we're trying to make things more, I don't even know what the right word is, less abstract. Let's go with that. Are we serious? Oh, game is about digging tunnels now. Oh, cool, cool. Okay, I didn't realize it was a game. See, that's the part I was missing. It's okay though. But yeah, so the notify API is just this weird stuff where it's like notify error, notify warning. It's like that stuff's kind of handy, but really that belongs on a UI object rather than the weirdo notify API. And then the request API lets it's a user interface abstraction so that you can build like a dialogue and stuff without tied to a user interface. And it's kind of cool, but it's also just like, no, we should do better than this. So we'll see. But yeah, so this is also one of the things that ties into the auth stuff, because like right now, if we have to prompt you for a password, we go through some weirdo stuff with the request API. Whereas I want to have something like a purple UI request password dialog, right? Where that's on the UI object and all that, and then the user interface can build that, and it doesn't have to deal with the request field stuff. I feel like the request field stuff, that's the only request stuff we left. That's the stuff that lets you build a UI entirely via code without being tied to UI and UI. But the thing is, like, those dialogues then don't necessarily fit in with the rest of the program, stuff like that, right? Because like right now the password dialog, we don't know that it's a password dialog in the UI because we're just building a request dialog. So we can't do certain things like make sure it's modal, and you know, like other things can't steal focus from it, and you know, crap like that. That's where it becomes problematic, and we're trying to get rid of that stuff. So by making more concrete examples or more concrete API for it, I'm hoping to avoid some of that stuff. But we'll see. But yeah, so anyways, this pull request is just to make purple notify deprecated, and to create purple async, or the purple OpenUI and OpenURI finish. So nothing's using this yet, but you know, I thought, did I do tests for this? I don't think I did. But there's not really. Well, actually, we could have done tests for this. Hold on, is this where I found the new stuff? Shit. Now that I'm thinking about this, I'm about to land this. I'm like, did we do this the right way? Is there a test file here? Oh no, there are no tests here because there's a test UI that makes it. Yeah. Okay. That's different stuff. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, we're on turtles again. It's fine. Yeah. What's the name of that game, Yato? If you don't mind, I'm curious to look it up. Sounds like something I might be interested in because I have weird taste when it comes to games. Tunnet? That's on Steam, I assume? Oh, not Steam running right now. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, it's a first-person shooter, or first-person perspective, whatever. Interesting. Build, debug, and optimize computer network in an underground facility. And it looks like there's monsters there, too. Okay. $6? No. I'll keep an eye on that. Alright, we need this so that we can come over here and say, oh, go away. Merged in state fixed. Ooh, we're closing tickets. I'm also trying to get more tickets in place. So like Ivanhoe was looking for something to do on Pidgin a week or two ago. And he's like, can I do this one? And I'm like, oh, that needs a lot of stuff I haven't documented yet. Right? So I'm trying to do more stuff like this where I'm actually documenting what the hell's going on. It also makes fancy graphic up above me move. Which I need to fix those other ones, apparently. Yeah, so we should probably do this one. We can remove this one at any point. I just marked as deprecate in case anything else was using it, but I don't think anything else. But I didn't want to do it as part of the new API being added. We'll come back to that. Alright, everything else is in Ibis. Woo! Alright, we will start... I think this depends on that one. Yeah, this blocks the other ones. Alright, coming up. Go on. Dang, indecisive cat. He's not sure if he's going to come up when he comes up. Slater is sure when he wants to come up. He's like trying to force my arm out of the way and sneak in. I'm like, hold on. We'll get you there. I missed her. You know, he could have come and got cuddles before, but he waits till I'm streaming for whatever reason. Alright, so anyways. This came out of me trying to set up automatically doing the feature request stuff, and then I realized some issues like, hey, we don't ever actually normalize the command name for IRC. So like when a message comes in, we don't normalize it, which is problematic. That means whoever's adding a handler or something has to normalize it, but that doesn't work because it's all based on signals now. So that's a problem. So this goes through and normalizes message command to make it uppercase, and then we store a quark for it. And if you're like, what the hell's a quark? A quark is like an intern string, but glib keeps track of it and turns it into an integer so then it can compare that. Oh yeah, the other ones depend on this because I bumped the version out of the version tags for 0.4 here. But yeah, so basically we just go ahead and do that. And then instead of us constantly calling gquark from string, oh no, this is a different part. Then we use the quark to admit stuff and go from there. And then, yep. So since we've stored the quark, we can keep pull it out, and we made it a property, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if making it a property was the best idea. I don't know if it's useful. We'll see. Then we added the 0.4 version stuff, blah, 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 blah. And we had to update all the unit tests for the normalized command, which was a problem. Not a problem, but it was not something I was expecting. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, that's a problem. You're not getting more treats, mister. You're not getting more treats. You can get more lovies, though. Hi. Hi. But you're not getting more treats. Not right now. You just got them. You're getting greedy. Mm-hmm. You're getting greedy. Hey. He's like, I don't know that I like this. Okay. Yes, I'm trying to type without being able to see the keyboard one-handed. 3290. He slid on my shirt and put his claws out. He didn't get me too bad, but yeah. Can I see my screen, please? Oh, good scratchies, yeah. This is now just become a cat stream. Just cats. All cats, all the time. I scoot your butt, man. Either get totally in the way or out of the way. If it's in between the way, sucks. What is with that? Okay, yeah, I know. I'll leave it be. Yeah, okay. Not going, it's not going. $32.90, right? Yep. Oh, this might be on my laptop. Hi. Helps if I'm in the build directory. And then was this on this machine or was this on my laptop? I think this is on my laptop. I was at the car dealership getting car repairs on Thursday. So I did a bunch of this there. Didn't I stream on? Yeah, I did stream on Thursday. I was like, wait, we didn't land these Thursday, but it's fine. Okay, yeah. So this one's on my laptop. That's fine. I'll just clean the branch off later. All right. So then we've got. Oh yeah, we didn't have an issue for that, right? No. It was clear method. Feature change that. Actually, I think Ivanhoe fixed this. Oh, maybe not. He fixed the part where we were always requesting Sassel, even when we didn't have info for it, which is a problem. Or when the server didn't support it. I know, it's so goofy. Hey. Oop. So, I don't know how, my Fitbit, which I've been charging it the past couple days, was down to 16% today. Although it did actually get water on it yesterday. And accidental, I got in a hot tub and forgot I had it on. It took like 2 minutes to notice. I'm like, oh, shit. Alright, anyway, so, back on my haul. Features not clear to reset. Oh, we'll do the other one first. So this whole thing is so that, so the client writing message and wrote message is so that I can, show pings and pongs in Pidgin 3. Whether or not that'll go on long term or not, it might become a debug feature. I don't know. Either way, I would very much so like it right now so that I can tell when my connection is still connected. And since Ibis is handling the pings and pongs, I need a way to know that it sent it. So, this is how we do it. Alright, 3291. Alright. You're making this so difficult. So difficult. No, wait, the feature's clear that had a ticket. And feature changed. Alright. You. I. Yep. Fine. There we go. I can see it again. I don't know where he went, but okay. Alright. Excuse me. Yeah, that one's also on my laptop. Okay. $32.95. Yeah, so once we have the automatic features in into Ibis, we should release 0.4. Which I can go and finish this pull request once this all lands. Oh, no on. Away. Thanks. What was it, $32.95? Yeah. Oh, right. This didn't have the ticket on it. sucks because I should have done this before I landed it. Fuck. We can leave the breadcrumbs for later. Oh, can I not edit this? Okay, I can reopen it so that I can put the bug on it. So that somebody else... I don't need to say added the bug. It's going to save it in there. So in the commit message, it's going to say it's going to have the review request number, but it's not going to have the bug. So I didn't have the bug in here when I landed it. But now when somebody comes and finds the review, they will find the bug that it was for, and then we'll go from there. So it's not perfect, but whatever, it's fine. I'm going to issue ID instead. Merged in. Okay. Then features change signal. Oh no. Did I start this on the laptop? I might have. No, I'm probably gonna have to go open my laptop. It's in my bag right now. So we don't have anything else to land at the moment. Let me close that because this is actually over here. Oh, it was over here. Also, I just had to renew Sublime Text too. Apparently, it expired in June. Well, I wasn't complaining yet. It was like, there's an update, but to get it, you have to pay. And I'm like, ah, shit. Like, all right. Whatever's fine. Yeah, so the features object, when I originally started this in the other pull request, was it was connection dependent, so it only existed during connection. But, oh, right, so we didn't get the other one yet. But so the problem then becomes everybody has to listen to when you get connected to then reconnect to their signal handlers for features and shit like that, and that's annoying and tedious. So instead, it'll work based off of the client object, and then it makes things much easier for clients. All right. Okay, so I'd already started a pull request for this, but it got stuck because of that. So temporarily added IBIS to temporarily update IBIS CLI to output this parse chan types and connect to the librarian. FNAT and verified librarian only showed global channels, and FNAT only showed local channels. I ran the turtles and ran the client. Yep. So, but then I added a comment here that said, "Hey, hold on. It's going to get reworked a bit so that the features object can exist while the client is not connected. In doing so, this will work more like capabilities where signals can be connected and will survive a reconnect." Right? Because otherwise, it's just a whole bunch of nonsense. Because like things aren't that connection dependent. A whole bunch of gunk in my throat, apparently. All right, so 5. So, we're on the right branch now. So, yeah. So, yeah, so client just has features and stuff now, but right now it's connected to a bunch of weird stuff. Oh, right. No, okay, no, that was a different issue. Where's like, oh, that was a drive-by, but it's fine. Yeah, like there's not a whole lot to this pull request. It's just kind of silly. Did I not clear this here? yeah, so instead of this, we're going to say ibis features clear. Right. So, yeah, it's fine for now. Yeah. Yeah, so you don't really necessarily need the signals, although apparently the features can change after connection, although I don't imagine they would change often. But maybe we should do... Did we do that part right away? Oh. I don't know. We need... Oh, that's in the test. But like, so right now we have is channel, or... What the hell is this? Or is that only in IRC? I thought we put that here. What the fuck is this? Okay, maybe that is only in Pidgin. We should probably put it here. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Hold on. Do issue. Add ibis or add client dot is channel. Should use the chan types from RPL I support to check against the first. Right. Should take a target name or take a target name and should use chan types I support to check if the first character of the target is in chan types. Not all. Some IRC networks use more than just hash to denote a channel. This is specified in the chan types feature. We should use this value. We should create ibis client.is channel following function to help to make this easier for users. This isn't really C code. I don't want to write the whole C code, but yeah, we'll just do the prototype. Let's take start name and should use chan types. Check. That's fine. Looks good. So task. Probably drop this in 0.4. I'll probably do this real quick. It won't take long. Just need to create it to make it exist, right? Hey. Get features is fine. Oh, right. I think we already have it in the destructor, but we need to add it in the constructor too. This is the no, this is disconnect. Then to plate save, we also put it in the destructor. Yep, good. Okay, that's the only time we create it now. I think we're good. Maybe. We did do this already. Son of a bitch. When did this go in here? $234. Just $32.95. Oh, because I put it in here with the clear for whatever. And yeah, okay. Oh, we just named it change, but yeah. Right. I think that was the case. Yeah. Not fixed. Okay. Window. Okay. All right. So I think we're done here, or not. Let's go client on. Nope. Yep. It's not feature. Features. Okay. Yep. So this test fails in weird ways because of that now. Which this was assuming that the features object, while not connected, would be null. Actually, I think that's exactly what the test is called. Or nope, it's just test properties. So we have the feature in. So we just need to nope, I'm the wrong thing. Test client.c. Search true. Ibis is features. G clear object represent features. Alright, so the no, yeah, whatever, it's fine. Clear. Apparently, I saw the assert above, and my fingers just started typing the wrong thing. Alright. Okay. Then we need to come over here. Over here. 32.94. Not sure if that did anything, but this should overwrite whatever that did. something else like, wait a second, it's just Pidgin, not Ibis. Ah! Crap. Alright, 3294 back over here. Okay. Rebased and made the features and tied the lifetime of the features object to the client's lifetime. Alright, if we look at the diff, yeah, like there wasn't a whole lot that actually had to change to make this happen, so that's fine. Yeah, so the idea is when you're starting up your client, you'll grab the features object from it and then connect your signals, and then that's all you have to do, and then you're fine. But so if we look at the full diff here, there's not much to this either. So the client gets a getter for features, defines as a property, there's a storage for it. Then we had to handle, or this is our handler to parse the features for whatever came in for iSupport. This is a drive-by. We had a command specified by a string. We have constants for all of the commands now, all of the documented commands, I should say. So yeah, I've said dropo, drive-by because this we're adding the default message handler to add iSupport. That's where it came from. Then this is in the destructor and client finalize to get rid of to delete the features object if we need to. There's the getter for the property stuff. The initializing for the instance. We just create the new features object. That's fine. Define our property in 04. Yep. Then we clear the features object. And when we disconnect, we clear it, not delete it. Right? The clear is just get rid of all the stuff that's in it and reset it to defaults. And then get features just returns it. And then this is during connect, we clear the object again. So just in case it didn't get cleared for some reason or somebody added stuff to it, even though they shouldn't have been able to, we reset it to a known state during connection. Or whatever, reset it to its default state when we start a connection. And then in the unit test, we just make sure that we got a valid object. Yay, okay. That's good. This is fixed. Yay, okay. Q. Fuck, it's 1:30 already. Okay. I don't have to be up real early tomorrow, but I do have to be up real early on Wednesday. So I can't stay up all freaking night here. Alright, so let's go do this other one real quick. Which, oh, yeah. Oh, we can't do that until that one lands. So, we can do it on top of this one. Alright, so we are going to say ibis client H. Sure. Ibis client is channel. Client, the instance. Target, the whatever, the target. Checks if that target is a channel. This uses the result of const at RPL iSupport. I think that works. This uses the. Did we? I think this is in here. I think I know who did this. Feature away lag. Yeah. This uses const at feature chan types from the result of iSupport to determine if at target. If target starts with a channel character, the valid channel character. Sure. Returns %true if at target starts with a valid channel character, otherwise false. Oh shit. So when I didn't have that, well, before we had the version stuff, I stubbed these in as all methods, which is not right. Okay, this one's right, but those other two aren't. What? What was the other one? It was clients.h. No, that was client. And it was features.h. What the hell? $321. I didn't save. Fuck. Did my shelf fail and I didn't notice? Nothing changed. There we go. Come on. Alright, so this is gonna be a little bit of a drive-by with the other one, right? So we didn't actually touch features in here, I don't think. No, we didn't, but we'll fix it here. $32.94. I knew that was gonna get me, and I totally forgot about it. I was like, I must remember to do this. The problem is I did it on like Friday or Saturday, so it's too many days away for me to have remembered it. What? Yep, that should be there. Why is that not here? Did I control C out of? No, okay, that was the old one. That's fine. Didn't I post this? Yep. What the fuck is going on? That's the problem. I'm like, what? Okay. Much better. Ooh, excuse me. Anybody else get that problem where grapes make you burp? I don't know why, but yes. Alright. Now, back to this. Okay. Balling. Database client. Yes, I did. So I was going to stream at the normal time, but I was tired, so I laid down for like an hour-long nap and then slept 4 hours. So I was like, should I stream or not? I'm like, I got a bunch of pull requests. I'm going to go through them. Like, I should, I'll jump on the stream and start it. So, yeah. We're not going to be doing like a whole 6-hour stream or anything. We're an hour in. We're going to see where we get, but yeah. Like, I don't have to be up super early tomorrow, but I do on Wednesday, so I can't let my sleep get too screwed up tonight. So we're gonna play it by ear and see how it goes. Alright, not sure the best way we're gonna do this, but we'll figure it out. G return valid fail is client false. G return it. Valid fail. Do we have if stir is empty? Target, comma false. Then we're gonna say const car star jan types equals null. I don't think there's any like try Barcodosaurus. Thank you. I don't think there's a glib like in operator or anything. G stir G prefix. There's G stir has prefix, but this is looking for like a whole string. Oh, all the talk to docs are still in here. Interesting. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So we gotta get a little funky with this, but nothing too major. Hope you get to a good point. Yeah, I mean, there's always tons of little stuff to do, so it's fine. It's late and you don't want to get a good stopping point. Next sleep almost. Yeah. So that's one of the reasons why so we started this thing a while ago that we were calling an expect stream. Those of you that aren't aware, there's this thing called pi expect or p expect. Coming up, come on, man. Just don't get in the way. And the idea of it is pretty cool. What it allows you to do, let's see if they have a good example. No, they don't. But basically what it lets you do is it lets you script like connecting to a network service. So like it'll look for a certain amount of text and then it'll respond, and then you can tell it to look for that and then send it some command to do because of that, right? So like one of the examples they use is like you SSH into a machine and then you look for your prompt, right? So typically it's like $colon or no, colon $sign is the start of your prompt, right? So, right, or maybe not. Okay, it's hostname colon whatever, then $sign space is your prompt, right? So, you know, it says, okay, when you get to this, send the command ls-l, right? And then, you know, you'll get that output back on your stream, blah, blah, blah. So this is the idea we were going to build for unit test, except it's not quite like expect, because expect is looking for a response, or expect is looking at the response from the other side, where we want to mock out the response from the other side. So I renamed it to a response stream. So what happens is ahead of time you put in the responses in the order they are, or whatever. You say, you know, when this thing happens, I need the remote side to respond with this. And the idea is that we can plug that in for our unit test, so that we can actually like test an IRC client connecting, because it'll all be mocked out and it'll be using streams and doing all the real logic and everything. And so we might get to that because I made a mistake in that we need to fix. But I don't know that I want to get into it, because if I get at a certain point, it's going to be hard to sleep because I'm going to keep thinking about it, which is why I started working on it again, because I realized one of my issues the other night as I was trying to sleep. So just like, oh, okay, yep, that's the thing. Hi, mister. Hi. Yeah, how are you? He's like, give me the lovies. Give me the lovies. What are lovies? Hi. Alright, so anyways, back over here. So we say Chan types equals ibis feature get string, I think. Oh, okay, we have a helper for this. So we can just do that directly. Like, oh yeah, we did keep the, I couldn't remember if we kept them or not. So this becomes client features. And then we're gonna say for car, I don't know if we need const here. We'll see. Const car, Chan type equals, oh, we can't do it this way. If Chan or Ibister is empty, Chan types turn false. Then we're gonna go through these. Yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah, whatever. Int I equals 0. Chan types I is not equal to null terminator I plus plus. Why are you always in the way, man? Yeah, always in the way here. Hi. Like, if you just like laid down, that'd be cool. It'd be nice, or you can be near and just lay down. That'd be cool. Then I wouldn't have to keep fucking ducking around you. So then we want to say if target 0 equals Chan types I, return true. Otherwise, return false. Right, that's it. That's all we gotta do. Actually, we should probably redo this. Or reorder this, I mean. Okay, oh, there it is. It's weird when your brain suddenly has the answer hours later when it's time to rest or do something. Like, where does this come from? Yeah, it's the whole, like, you know, what do I normally call it? It's like the problem is you start like you're trying to optimize and figure out the solution, right? And whether or not you're like stressing about it or not, like actively stressing or like intentionally stressing about it or not is another thing, right? So like what ends up happening is you end up skipping a certain set of solutions because you think you've already tackled them, right? So like one of the examples I gave from a long time ago was I had something like void foo whatever, right? If foo is not equal to bar and Baz is not equal to Quux or something, right? I'm just trying to make this long. Print foo, right? So I had something like this years ago. And I looked at this for over an hour before I found the bug and figured out why the printf was always happening. Right? After an hour, I finally asked somebody else to look at it, and it was instantly obvious to them. Right? So the problem here, if people aren't noticing it, is it's this right here. That semicolon shouldn't be there, right? But what was happening was the line was long enough that I was just skimming the foo, or I was just skimming the conditional part of it, and I was like, yeah, that's all fine, right? I'm like, why is it always printing? And I kept overlooking this. Like the if was further, right? So like the semicolon was like over here, but it's one of those things. Like, even this doesn't solve that problem. Like, this would solve that problem. But, but yeah, it's similar to just the random stuff where you think of it when you're away from it. The thing is, when you're there in the moment and you're trying to figure it out and stress out about it and blah, 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 is you overlook the simple, not that you overlook the simple cases, but your brain is trying to optimize and figure out the solution, that it's not necessarily looking at all of the potential causes, right? This is why, like, rubber duck programming or talking to somebody while you're doing something, aka also streaming, it makes it easier for you to write better code because you're explaining it and you're having a better understanding of it as you're going. Like, I did a shit job of explaining this, but we iterate through chan types until we hit the null terminator, right? Because it has to be a null terminated string. And then we check if that chan type is the first character of the target name, and if it is, we return true, right? This is much easier for us to do here than it is for clients to do again and again and again, which is why we want to do it. But yeah, so like one of the reasons why you think of stuff when you get away from it is you're reworking the problem, and since you're not looking at it directly, you're not like optimizing out what potential problems, because you're not able to see it, so you're just good to go. Say the code is dead or something. Yeah, I mean, some of them do that, sure. I'm not a fan of that stuff, just because it tends to get in the way. It makes the editor slower. So, yeah. Like, I have static analysis tools that'll tell me if code's dead or not, so. But, if it works, very cool. But I'm not a fan. But, I mean, this was like 2004, 2005-ish or something when that happened. I don't remember. It was a long time ago, and IDEs definitely did not do that back then. Fuck, that's 20 years ago. Ugh. I need to stop feeling so old. I don't think I can, because I am old. Alright, so now we just need to write some unit tests for this, which is easy. So, yeah. So the default chan types, we've got this in the features object. Features.c. Not test features. Oh, we could have done test features, but whatever. Features.c. Search for hash. Yeah. So the default chan types is just a hash. So we're just gonna write we're gonna write it with the defaults if the chan types hadn't been set, and then we're gonna set it with some crazy chan types and make sure those are true. So yeah. That's one of those things, even though there's still a lot of things you can do that an IDE can't help you with. Yeah. I don't know. Like the IDEs are just I've got so much bad experience from super bulky IDEs back in the day on slow hardware where I'm just like, just give me an editor, right? Okay, I don't need any of this crap. Client is channel defaults. Do we have these broken up anyway? No. Okay. Oh, cool. Finally get rid of that extra line too. It was clients, our client equals null. G assert finalize object, client equals libis, client new. Yeah, okay. Then we're just gonna say G assert true, client is channel. hash foo. I don't know if you can have an empty string. We're gonna assume the IRCD. That's not part of the spec. I don't know if you can have a channel name that's just a hash. But our client shouldn't care. No, Pidgin is a passion project that I've been working on for the past 21 years. If I could get paid to work on it, that would be cool. But yeah. Do I do any multi-threaded C? No, we everything's just asynchronous, using non-blocking code, stuff like that. Like, could we do threaded stuff? Maybe, but like the UI toolkit doesn't do it, or isn't thread safe, so we'd have to kick everything into a single thread, blah blah blah. And I have no desire to do that. Some of the asynchronous stuff might be implemented using threads under the hood, but I don't have to do any of it directly myself. But then again, a chat client doesn't really need multi-threading. So, yeah. Right? If it does, like, what the hell is your chat client doing? Yeah, that's actually probably enough. We can't do the G warning stuff, that's fine. Oh, but we should also just do a name, too. Oh, no. Oh, dumbass. That might be helpful. I got the parameters right. Start is empty, target failed. What? Huh? This is why we write unit tests. It's if it fails. We want it to be, if it's not empty, it's supposed to fail. Or if it is empty, it's supposed to fail. Or whatever. If a star empty, return false. But that conditional needs to be true, so we have to negate it to make it fail. Okay, yeah. Or whatever, yeah. How's it going, Dan? Welcome, welcome. Keep going back and forth with how to implement your buffers for your networking library. It's making everything take forever. So, this is in C, or is this another language? Like, writing networking code sucks. So I'm asking because I'm like, G-socket's really nice. Oh, it's in C#. Okay. It must be not empty in order to not fail. In order, yeah, exactly. Like, I get it, but like I understand why they went this name, but man, it makes things so confusing sometimes. It's like, son of a bitch. All right, so the next test is going to be a little bit harder. We're just going to say custom. So we're going to return this one. We're going to make this one say true, and I don't know. I don't know that anybody else uses other channel types, but this is fine. Yeah, I've got 20 some odd years experience with it, and I still fuck it up, right? Don't worry about it. Like it says, when it fails, you just have to make sure that the conditional failure is proper, and then you're good. C# has concurrent collections, but they come with a performance hit. Yeah, of course they do. I can do collections with the lock, but lock contention is slow, and I keep being like, huh? Need speed and data accuracy. I mean, so I'm not saying you shouldn't use C#, but you might want to look at Go's CSP, which is how Go channels work. Actually, the CSP is just a more of an algorithm. That's not really the right word. CSP, Golang. So here when I go, so like this still does use a lock, but this is how Go does it for all their for channels. I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but there, CSP Go routines. Oh, that's a YouTube. Whatever. So yeah, you know, just search for whatever here, or go to Google, whatever. And maybe your buffers instead a channel, like Go channels are, right? And then you accept a message. Right. So assuming you have messages and you're not just like random strings, but I don't know. It depends on what you're doing. But I mean, it might be a good way to go. It might not be. I don't know. But that's how Go does all of its concurrency stuff, and it works very well in Go. So it potentially could work very well in C# as well. I'm on the wrong window. I want to be over here. All right. So this is going to fail right now. That's fine because we don't have the custom stuff set up. That's okay, right? Bar should be true. So what we have to do is, this will be a little obnoxious, but it's not too bad. But we have to do ibis message star message equals null. And then, yeah, we don't have to do features. Yeah, so we're going to say message equals, oh shit, how are we going to get this in here? Oh no. Oh, we can cheat. We can totally cheat. Okay. A message equals ibis message new ibis reply I support ibis message set param v, or is it just set param? Fuck, I never remember. All right, yeah, it's params. Set params. Message comma ibis feature chan type. Is that what it is? For games and like serialization, do serialization to current separate threads for high throughput. One of the library is to take out the pain of networking for gotcha. I don't know if that's necessarily, I don't know that CSP is going to help you there, but maybe. No, time constraint, do different implementations. Yeah. Presumably, you're already trying some of that, though. All right. That's supposed to be double quotes, not single quotes. All right, and then we're gonna say ibis features parse. Features comma message, and then g assert finalize object message, and in theory this will work. I'll explain it once it does. Sweet. Okay, so what we're doing is ibis features parse is just a normal API method. So we can grab the features object from the client, and parse just takes a message object and builds it. So like when we connect to IRC, you get a we're just building out this message. So if we look at there's probably not a good one here, but maybe. All right, well, so it's not going to show all of it, but that's okay. Okay, right. So, but anyway, so the message ends up having a parameter saying chan types equals, you know, something like this. So what we can do is we can build a message that looks like that, parse it into our features object, which we, from the unit test on the features object, we know it already works, does what it's supposed to do, blah, blah, blah. So then, you know, we build that in so that the features object gets parsed with that. And since this is the features object that the client is using, we can then test this and everything's fine. and voila, we're good to go. So, yeah. All right, so now the real test. Wrapper, Valgrind, wrapper. Like to scale well and end user code is expected. Yeah, or handle, yeah. Library is like a huge abstraction over data handling, security, managing interest for different object snapshots, time sync. The goal is for game devs to focus on their game and not. Yeah. No, I hear you. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, writing abstract libraries to make things easier is hard. Because I'm working on an abstract IRC integration library, right? This is not meant to be an IRC client library. It's meant to be a library to help you build an IRC client. And this is why I call it an integration library, because a client library would give you an object for a channel or a user. We don't. But we give you all the data so that you can easily do that yourself. But yeah, so it's stuff like this that why we need the features object. So the funny part is this stuff here, Pidgin 2 doesn't handle the features reply at all. It doesn't do it. And so like we're already getting better integration with IRC from Ibis than we ever did from our custom IRC implementation in Purple 2, which is cool. But yeah, and now with the oh no, this isn't the writing message stuff yet. So like the user can't block us from calling or from checking this, but that's fine, right? It's not a big deal. Actually, yeah, they can. They can process the they can handle the I support message, and if they don't allow us to parse, then we just stick with the defaults. But they can fall through and let us, or they can do their thing and then still call us, and then everything will work. I thought there was something. Well, we'll check it then in a minute. I thought there was something else I wanted to do with features right away. That'd be nice to get in 0.4 so that we can put all of this stuff into Purple 2 or into Purple 3 at once. So or whatever, give us a lot of stuff for it. HG branch, chain types, or whatever. And client.is channel. This uses the features object to determine if a target is a channel or not. Bugs closed. Ibis. Oops, wrong screen. 21. Depends on $32.94. Directions make somebody else's life easier. Less work for them. Yeah. So like libpurple has two major abstractions. There's a bunch more minor ones, but it has two major abstractions. The major abstractions are the chat networks. We abstract them out into a bunch of interfaces that you can implement to, make your life easier, or make the life easier of the person implementing the protocol. And then we also have a user interface abstraction. The user interface abstraction has gotten a lot easier in Purple 3, but it's still there. It's still kind of a pain. But it means whenever you want to add a new feature that has a protocol part and a UI part, it means you're doing at least 3 major pull requests. Because you first have to add it to libpurple, then you have to add it to the UI, but you also have to add it to a protocol. And you can kind of do these two in tandem, and you kind of have to, but they should be separate pull requests. But then, after you've done it in one protocol, then you need to do it in all the other protocols too. That's why it's at least 3. And it's annoying, but it works. How many base level salary can we make doing open source? In most cases, 0. Like there's not a ton of funding for open source. It's a huge problem, and that's why open source developers keep burning out, because they have to do it in their free time and they don't get paid for it. I myself am currently doing part-time contracting so that I can spend more time on open source. Open source, like if you want to if you want to have a nice stable living situation cash flow wise, open source probably isn't for you. But if you find a project you're passionate about that you want to give away for free, both liberty and monetarily, then sure, open source is great for that. There are some places that'll pay you to work on open source, but like it's to pay on open source that they're interested in and maybe not necessarily you, which can be okay for some people, but I want to get paid to work on the stuff I want to work on. Which is why I'm not being paid to work on. All right, so what? There's something else I just scanned past as I was looking at this. I was like, oh, we should do that right away too. Chan modes, chan limit. Oh, case mapping. So I know when I was looking at the response stream stuff, I ran across something interesting. G convert stream. Convert, yeah. So there's a converter input and output stream. So what this does is you can call it with, or when you call it, oh, you give it a G converter. So a G converter will convert the stuff for you. That's a fucking shit example. It'll convert character sets for you. Interface for streaming conversions is implemented by object convert binary data in various ways. Conversion can be stateful and may fail at any place. Some example conversions are character set conversion, compression, decompression, and regular expression replace. So right now we have this problem of we're assuming. Oh, actually, no. Case folding is not what we want. Fuck. Case folding is something we need to worry about, but this is not what I'm thinking of. This is more for any IRC server that for some reason is not using UTF-8 in 2024. We need to let people specify a character set to convert it to. And then... wait, that's the... How the fuck do I create one of these things? Oh, wait, there's implementations. Oh, okay, yeah. So they've got a glib compressor, decompressor, and then a car set converter. G converter based on G icon V. Yeah, sweet. Right. So what we can do is, so like back in the day before UTF-8 was really catching on, IRC networks would use all sorts of custom networks and shit like, or not networks, custom character sets and shit like that, right? So like if we go and we want to add a new IRC account in Pidgin 2, right? So you'll see under advanced options, there is a list of encodings we can try. So we only try UTF-8, but you could be like ISO 8859-1, ISO 8859-2, etc. Right? If you don't know what these things are, don't look it up. If you do know what it is, you'll understand why I'm saying don't look it up, because character set encoding is a fucking nightmare. And if you have to deal with it, I'm sorry. And if you don't have to deal with it, don't worry about it. Your life is better without it. But anyways, the idea is we could use this to take care of that, right? So this says to character set from character set. So, you know, we'd plop this in with UTF-8 and then ISO 8859-1 or something like that. And then that should work, but I'm not positive. In professional settings, have I had to look at generated assembly code for anything before? Like much of any assembly knowledge. I mean, I've reverse engineered some stuff by decompiling and stuff. Although not for Pidgin, but for other weirdo shit. But I mean, it's just, you know, it is what it is. Like, assembly's weird. There's some people that absolutely love it, which is all right, but like, it's, I don't know. I never learned assembly proper, but I know enough of it that I can get an idea of what's going on, if that makes sense. Okay, this thing says it's at 95% now. We'll see how it goes. But like, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of games out there that like. So TIS 100 is a game where you have to write assembly in weird ways. But like, it's a very very stripped down language, and yeah. Has it helped me to know it at work at all? No, I mean not particularly. I mean I end up. What's a good way to say it? So like when it comes to programming, I'm a polyglot, right? I know C, I know Python, I know Go. I've done Java, I've done C Sharp. I've done basically anything. I can figure out any of it. It's not a big deal. And yeah, I know Roller Coaster Tycoon was written in assembly, and yes, that guy is a madman. But like the other thing for me is like I don't just stick to programming. I can also do ops. I can do network inspection, stuff like that. I like to call it, or call myself a hacker because I will just figure it out, right? But like I don't do much like red teaming or blue teaming or anything. I used to back in the day, but now not so much. But like reverse engineering is still a method of hacking and stuff like that. But like so like there's some usage in knowing assembly stuff, but like has it helped me for things I've gotten paid for? I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but maybe it did at some point. I don't know, right? But like I've never sat down and like fully documented not even, yeah, I've never even fully documented a single function from um like a compiled binary. Like I might look for something to see if it's doing something weird or something like that, but that's about it. So what does this guy do? We want to look at this real quick. Lib gio g car set converter dot c. I don't know what this does for these. Why is this using g init? Oh, because there's an init function, right? I figured how these are work and what they're supposed to do. It's implement objects that can fail during initialization. Ah, okay. An object implements this interface and it must be initialized as the first thing after construction, either by gi enable init or blah. There are definitely some places we should be using this. And I can't think of where the hell they are. That's fine. Alright, so we need to look at its init method. It's not that one. It's going to be in the initable init. Or... Oh, right. So this has a gin. Okay. Fine. Where is this guy? Uh-huh. Okay, so that uses gicon-v open to do that. That's what I was trying to figure out. Gicon-v open. Okay, so same as standard Unix routine, icon-v open, but maybe implemented via libicon-v on Unix flavors that lack native implementations. Morning, Degramic. How you doing? Glib provides gconvert and glocale to UTF-8, which are likely more convenient than the raw icon-v wrappers, which is not directly available. Okay. Good to go regarding assembly. Seems like most of the things you've worried about in life haven't come true. Your worries have prepared you for them. Your worries have prepared you for them anyway. Yeah, I like... There can be rare instances where being able to disassemble things might get you to an answer faster, but like... There's all sorts of other ways to do that too, right? And it really depends on the situation, so it's hard to say. Like, is there value in it? Sure. But like, are there other ways to do it? Yeah. But it depends on your situation to actually figure out which one's best. So, yeah. Still fighting with the aftermath of CrowdStrike's Glorious Friday. Yeah, I know. So, I bought a new TV. Not this past Saturday, but the one before. And it was being shipped to Best Buy for me to go pick it up on Sunday. It's not ready yet. I'm assuming it's because of CrowdStrike. I said CrowdStrike. Isn't it CloudStrike? It's CloudStrike, isn't it? I keep typing CrowdStrike as well, but it's CloudStrike, isn't it? No, it is CrowdStrike. Okay, okay. I don't know why I can't keep it straight. yeah, no, I know. Just for some reason I thought it was CloudStrike, and I kept typing CrowdStrike, but then correcting it to CloudStrike, and nobody corrected me. So I whatever. You know, one of those things. Well, yeah, I mean, it's a cloud-based. Well, it's not really cloud-based, but you know, it's a security company. Cloud is all the rage. Yeah, yeah. The cloud is on strike because of CrowdStrike. Yeah. There we go. That's it, right? All right. So we got Chan types. I'm not worried about exception lists right now. That's something we'll do much later. We don't have a privacy system at the moment, or we have some rough amount to it, but yeah. Kick length, max list, max targets, modes, parameter. Nick length will be nifty, but we don't have that yet. Prefix, we want to implement multiple prefix, but whatever. This is going to go into the badges API, which we did I start documenting that? I think I did. Oh shit, I had something for the badges API. And it was something regarding IRC here. Windows 11 had some horrible updates over the past year or so. You had your Win 11 modern workstation almost bricked. Really? I don't know. I have one Windows machine and it's been fine. Actually, I have two Windows machines. They've been fine with automatic updates. But whatever. Oh, we need to. We post this. Yeah. Okay. 3,300. // has been opened for this. Okay. I lost my train of thought. What was I going to this for? Oh, yeah. Badges. Good. Cool. So while we have icon name and tooltip text and shit, we need a text representation for these, right? So not all libpurple user interfaces have a UI. So we need some sort of, I think the original idea was to do a tooltip or something as like alt text, but we're gonna add an alt text field to this. And the idea is like for the IRC modes, we'll put like plus or hash or whatever in here. Which I guess that's I don't what do I want to call this? Alt text doesn't make sense when it's also tooltip text. I don't know what to call this. Again, i9 1400K and some of the new data integrity features or whatever have made you have to update your motherboard's BIOS or revert updates. Oh, geez. Yeah, my Windows machines are mini PCs. One of them's a B-Hive, B-Link. There we go. And the other one's an Intel NUC. So, like, they're fine. Like, even trying to get into the firmware on the NUC is hard. Like, it doesn't display like a BIOS key or anything at startup. All right, what do we want to call this thing? I don't want to say Firestar text. So like these badges, like you'll see in chat here, Decoder Logic, I'm going to use you because you're right there. Actually, we'll use Pretzel Rocks because it's right there. Right, so like in Twitch, if you hover over the gear badge, you know, it says bot, right? So the tooltip text is bot, and the icon name would be, you know, whatever the hell the icon name is for that bot. And then likewise for the verified badge, the tooltip text would say verified, and then it would have that, right? The text. I was thinking I was going to use the word mnemonic, but I'm not sure mnemonic's the best word for that. What is the actual definition of mnemonic? A device such as a pattern of letters, ideas, or association that assist in remembering something, for example. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Aiding or designed to aid the memory. I think that'll work. So let's go with mnemonic for now. The reason I thought of mnemonic is because GTK label set mnemonic. Or markup with mnemonic. What this does is, like, you know, when you hit Alt and you'll see an underscore appear underneath a character, right? I guess we can try it this way. So like gedit, no, that's not gonna work. Let's do this. We'll do it this way. I'm sure it's here. So in the new account window in Pidgin 2, right? When I hit Alt, you see all these underlines that popped up? These are the mnemonics for those widgets. So I guess we'll go with mnemonic for the name for now, but we'll see. The badges API is something I'm gonna have to do soon because I want to get I want to be able to see who's who in the channel list in IRC. So it's something that's been on my mind. So do we explain all this? I don't think we do. An icon name to display. Display for the icon. The tooltip text should be marked for translation as well. Natural icon size you have to. The mnemonic field is backup for missing icons or lack of icon support, like Finch. For IRC, this would have stuff like this would have values like at for operator, plus for voice, and so on. Okay. I thought of this like 4 days ago, so I'm actually really surprised that I remembered it. And I'm able to actually get it in the docs. But yeah, we're like the mnemonic can be multiple characters. That's just, you know, what we're gonna have for it right now. Oh, maybe it should just be a character. No, it should be car star, because what if you want to use Unicode, right? You could definitely use a Unicode character to like have like an admin op or something like that. We can't do that with just a single byte. So to draw to Windows 11, was it these new gen Intel processor work in tandem for better performance? I mean, here's the thing about performance. It's a fool's errand. Find something that works decent, but like if you're trying to eke out every single cycle, it's a fool's errand. Especially on a general purpose operating system that's not real time. You're never going to eke out every single cycle. I mean, I could, but that's annoying. But here, this is my main workstation. And yes, this means that I have 4 monitors. And nobody cares about my storage here. Which there's tons of that. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. The whole... No, I have no desire to have a 4K monitor. None at all. I don't want to scale everything for the sake of scaling it. That's stupid. Actually, I think these are 4K monitors anyways. Or maybe they're 2K monitors. I don't know. But either way, 1080p is perfectly fine for me. I don't need more shit. I'm getting old. I have glasses. Everything's scaled up font-wise already. Why the hell would I make it smaller? And ultra wides, waste of time. Because how the hell do I stream that, right? I can't. So I'm good. I do not, I have no desire for 4Ks, 2Ks, or whatever. Yeah, so I'm still on 6.7.12 because 6.8 was randomly crashing, and I don't know what and I haven't tried updating since then. But 6.8 was fucking Chrome and Firefox were both crash happy. So I went back to 6.7. And yep. I have 6.8 installed. Oh, I don't know if 6.8.12 dot. Oh no, I thought I saw -2. I don't know if that's okay or not, but yeah. You got a 49-inch ultra wide, the Dell Monster Monitor. Everybody is shocked once I share my screen and yeah, that's the other thing, right? So with work, I've had to like jump on like TeamViewer and shit with people, and they have these fucking ultra wide 8K monitors, and I'm like, I can't fucking see anything. Like, stop. Okay, so they dropped 6.8 and it's 6.9 now. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so 6.9.7 is current. But I can't update because, as you pointed out, Mercurial with Python 3.12 has issues, so I can't update till that's fixed. All right. So we got the badges API thing. I'm not gonna get into the stream stuff at 2:30. That's a fool's errand. Is there anything else we want to sneak into 04 for Ibis? We didn't add the scheduled. Oh, we did do the scheduled version on that. I thought we didn't do that. No, the scale. It's I don't care. Like glasses. People have been saying, "Oh, the text is so crispy" since the first Retina displays came out. I'm just like, I don't care. Like, I don't know. That looks pretty crispy to me. I'm in like a 24-point font. I don't need sub-pixel shit to make it look crispier. Like, I started programming on a freaking Apple IIe. I don't care. You have 3x14 40p monitors. In Windows, you have them configured as one monitor for gaming. You had to set up regions so apps behave normally with regular program. Yeah, just, I don't know. The whole monitor stuff right now is just stupid and crazy. And, like, my monitors are set up like this. Works fine for me, right? The screen you guys are seeing right now is this guy, DisplayPort 5. Right? So if you see me looking this way, I'm looking at DisplayPort 1. Yeah. And then if I'm looking this way, I'm looking at HDMI A0. And then if I'm up here, I'm at DisplayPort 4. So chat sits on this monitor, Twitch chat and YouTube chat. Then I've got Discord and shit over here on the left side, as well as pretzels. So if I want to skip a song or something, that's in the bottom half of this. And on this side, I have OBS in the top half, and down here I have Pavu control. So I have all the stuff I need to control all at once on multiple screens. I can't accidentally share them on stream without very purposely moving them to this monitor, and everything is fine. Also, the whole like ultra wide, high resolution, whatever crap. You're talking to somebody who back in the day used to purposely run a disjointed X11 server where I couldn't move windows or across screens because I wanted the virtual workspaces to stay on the screen they were on. or no, I didn't want, when I switched virtual workspaces, I didn't want it to switch across all the monitors, which i3 doesn't do that, and so there's other ones that don't do that now. But back in the day, they didn't work that way. You had to set them up as different X screens to make it work. And I purposely went out of my way to do that, to make that work. Like, the monitors are not supposed to all change at once. They should be where they are. Everything has a place. Everything is organized. It's fine. Kind of started going with Debian testing. I mean, it was fine when it was close to going stable, but a freshly starting testing is something different as I'm learning. Yeah. Yeah. Running Debian testing unstable can be unstable is a lot worse than running testing, but testing can still have issues. I didn't say no to bidets. I have a bidet. I probably said let's not talk about bidets, but yeah. You're typing desktop on 6712 backports? Okay, yeah, I'm on testing though, Euro. At some point I need to move to experimental, or to unstable and experimental again, but when I reinstalled this machine, unstable was not installable. So I had to install testing. Because, you know, that's the Debian, that's the rolling distro life. They all talk about Arch breaking your system all the time, but not enough people run Debian or I guess the people that run Debian unstable are more aware of when their system's going to break before they update. So it doesn't happen to them. Why the fuck would I say toilet paper for life? Who gives a shit? Just make sure your ass is clean. Like, I don't care how you get there. Just, yeah. I'm like, I jokingly, sarcastically said something like, Scott single ply for life, yo, or something like that. Or no, it was gas station Scott single ply for life, yo. That there was no sincerity in that. That was not serious at all. All right, is there anything else we want to grab out of here? Silence, status. Status message parameter indicates that the server supports a method for clients to send a message via the private message notes commands to those people on a channel with one of the specified channel membership prefixes. The value must be specified. The value must be specified and must be a list of prefixes as specified. The prefix parameter. Most servers today advertise every prefix. The server supports a method for clients to send a message via private message notice. Oh, right. So this is weird, but the way this works is you can do something like, so a normal private message is like private message #Pidgin. What's up, right? What you can do with the status message, which is a weird way to say it, but you can say plus #Pidgin. And it'll only send this to people that are voice or above. So, no, 1000% not serious about Scots. Yeah, that was me joking. Networking is like using Scott's toilet paper. I don't know. Depends on the UDP. UDP is definitely Scott's toilet paper. Because sometimes it just falls apart. It doesn't do its job. But yeah, anyways, that's what the status message is for. If we look at oh, we're on. Yeah, no, I want to go the other way. I don't remember to go backwards in here. Just go to the top. Oh, channel. There should be a thing about status in here. Yeah. If target is a channel name, it may be prefixed with one or more channel membership prefixes, characters, @ plus, etc. And the message will be delivered only to the members of the channel with a given or higher status in the channel. Servers that support this feature will list the prefixes which is supported in the status message reply I support parameter and should not be attempted by clients unless the prefix has been advertised in this token. I don't think they give an example of it. Oh, they do right here. Command to send message to half ops and chan ops on Bunny. Command to send a message to half ops and chan ops on Bunny. This command is functionally identical to the above command. Right. So the thing is, we don't have a way in Pidgin to do this, which is okay. We could possibly put something in here in the message to make this happen, but we're probably not going to. This is a niche thing that most people don't even know exists in IRC, and I don't know how the hell you do it in other clients either. So it's just like, why bother implementing it? Because who the fuck is using this? right? Just like, yep, okay. Where's the... We want to go back to the reply I support stuff, which the link to that is... Oh, but we should do the case folding stuff in... I guess it'd be IBIS client normalize. Oh, let's look at it real quick. Where's the I reply shit? Go back. Topic length is something we'll need at some point too. That's okay. User length we should probably do too. Oh, we also need to make IBIS manually handle the nick commands. Like we give it a nick and then there will never be dev.to/grim. So there will never be a mobile version of Pidgin that ends up in the app stores for reasons that are explained in that blog post. That said, I have found a workaround. But we will never ever pass either app stores. We might be able to sneak past Google's App Store guidelines, but if they were to press us, we would be in violation of them by default. Or maybe it's just Apple I'm thinking of. Apple, for the iOS store, has a clause in their licensing terms or terms of service that explicitly says you must have explicit permission to access any networks. We have zero permission to access Facebook, Teams, Slack, Discord, etc. So we're not going to waste our time with that, right? It's a waste of time and resources to do it. Now, I have an idea of how to work around that. It's going to be a long time to get there, but we need to get Pidgin 3 functional before that ever happens. But I do have a way to get Pidgin 3 in some shape or form to a phone. And it is not the way you think it is. It's just going to take a long time to get there. Alright, anyways. So that's fine. We can get rid of that. I don't think there's anything else we want to do here. Chan length can be used for other stuff. We can grab that later. Or we can grab that in Pidgin itself when we need it. We don't need it here. The case mapping thing is something we should do sooner rather than later. Case mapping parameter indicates what method the server uses to compare equality of case and sensitive strings, such as channel names and nicks. The value must be specified and must be a string representing the method that the server uses. So there's a handful of these. They're not too bad. We'd have to write these implementations, but yeah. Case map is file. ASCII defines the characters A to Z to be considered lowercase, equivalents in A to Z to be uppercase only. RFC 1459, blah, blah, blah. Same as ASCII, but it does braces, pipes, and carrots. Or that thing has another name. It's like strophe something. Istrophe, something like that. I don't remember. Being considered the lowercase equivalents of the characters, blah, directly. Carrot and tilde being together is weird, but whatever, right? But then RFC 1459 strict gets rid of carrot and tilde. And then 7613 proposed case mapping, which defines methods. Oh, on presses. Yeah, presses is kind of a bitch, and we need that in hassle. Maybe we'll put we need it. Wait, actually no, it's got to go into burb. That's right. Because we need it for hassle and we need it for Zeem, and probably others. So, but yeah. So anyways, we get the case mapping here, and then we use this for comparing shit. Although I'm not sure. Like, we don't do this in Pidgin 2 at all, and I'm not sure how this becomes an issue for us. Oh, right. I think what we do is we lowercase this. I think we lowercase everything, which is fine. Yeah, that's fine. And the sooner we get this done, the better. Let's go back and look at Pidgin 2 real quick. The most of the rest of the night, we're probably just going to do planning stuff and get tickets entered. Go from there. You coming up? Come on. Alright. Actually, it's been a while. You guys want some treats? Let's get you some treats. And this way, I don't have to duck around the cat constantly. Because that would be cool. You're getting diminishing returns. I only gave him 3. Okay. Purple protocols. IRC. It's probably an IRC.C. Options. Treat. Yeah. Oh, if you can see Biggie, maybe. Item Slayer, hopefully. Although Big Boy has been known to sneak back up and grab Slater's treats. Part encoding. So we are looking for encoding. That's probably in the. Probably in the header. Yeah, it's just UTF-8. Okay. Okay, it's not in IRC.C. I guess it's probably in it's in parse.c, I'm sure. Okay. Oh. Right, that makes sense. Did you eat them? Yeah, Ibis should be doing this. I guess we would just have a server encoding feature. Yeah, okay. We're not going to do this right now because I'd have to find an IRC server that doesn't have that's in a different encoding. Actually, that's a weird question. I can ask an IRC v3 channel. Weird question. Anyone know of a network / server doesn't use UTF-8? Need to. Oh. I'm dumb. I think I can. Just set conversion. And figured it'd be easier to against something that already. Standing up an IRCD. Alright, we'll see what they say. But in theory, I could just run another IRCD that's in like. Oh, that'd be interesting. If I did use a right to left language like Hebrew or Arabic or something. Yeah. But we'll see. Even Cyrillic would be fine. I'm sure there's a Russian IRC server somewhere. Whether or not I want to connect to it's another story. Right. But, yeah. Alright, so we need to new issue in Ibis. I don't know. Fucking Utrecht's been doing this for a while. And it's just the front end. Like, the back end's fine. It's just the front end app. It gets dumb, and I don't know why. Add server encoding and doing encoding property to Ibis client or to client. Right now, Ibis assumes UTF-8 everywhere, which would be nice, but does not reflect reality. To address this, we should wrap our streams with what was it? It was G car set something stream or G converter stream. Where's the do we oh yeah right, we pass in a converter. Upper streams with GIO converter stream. Converter input. I don't know how I didn't get this. With G converter input stream and G converter output stream. I probably spelled converter wrong. Something, I don't know. Nope. How many years of Markdown have I been doing and I'm fucking up a link? Alright. With a G converter. Oh, no, it's car set with a G car set converter. Car set converters. Converting the server, the value of the server, encoding, God, parameter to UTF-8. Yeah. That should be it, really. Yeah. This actually shouldn't be that hard either. It's the testing is going to be the bigger part, the bigger problem. But yeah. So this is a task. This is probably a medium sizer. You coming back? You're not getting more treats. Schedule. We'll put this in 05 for now. That makes sense. Sure. Oh, yeah. Okay. So the client only exists. The client should only exist when. Yeah, we'll make. Okay, this should be a construct. Oh well. we can't change that after the fact, can we? I don't think we can. So if we say converter input stream, yeah, there's no. This is gonna be read only. Yeah, construct only. Okay. Construct only property as the converter can not be changed in the G converter streams. Okay. Cool. Yay! Actually, documenting shit we need to do. Yay! This is a problem. Like, so much of the stuff comes up, and I don't take the time to put it into U-Track. So then someone's like, "Oh, can I work on this?" And they're like, like 8 things you got to do before that I haven't documented. I need to stop doing that and document more. So, Fitbit's telling me to go to bed because it's 3 in the morning now. Fuck, we're at 2:15 now. Okay. So, the other option here is we can no, we're not going to change the convert. Okay, no, this is fine. This is fine. Like the client won't exist in Pidgin. The Ibis client won't exist in Pidgin until you start connecting. So at that point, we'll grab it from the account settings and go from there. The account settings in Pidgin and libpurple need to be overhauled anyways, right? There needs to be stuff where we need to add an option. So it's like you can change this while it's running or while you're connected, or you can't change it while it's connected, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And we have not done that work. We haven't figured that out yet. Oh, the case folding thing. And support for case folding. RPLI support tells us how we should be case folding to compare names and compare target names. This is important because the user could enter hash Pidgin and the server will case fold that for us, but may tell us about new messages by saying the target is hash Pidgin, which would fail for us. The documentation mentions form folding methods, but for now we will be skipping RFC. What was it? 76 something. 7613. As we have no process implementation available to us at the moment. Should probably be its own public API. Something like Ibis normalize RFC or ASCII Ibis normalize RFC 1459 and Ibis Corsar Ibis normalize ASCII Const color star. I guess we'll call it input. That's fine. Like the following. Sure. We should then also implement also add a normalized method to the client that will use the value from RPL iSupport to call the correct function. Star ibis client normalize ibis client comma const star input the client case mapping case folding equals ASCII turn ibis normalize ASCII input else if client case fold see 1459. I don't really want to do all this, but I suppose I'll have one more to go. So okay, this is dash. Otherwise, oh, you can just do it this way. I think I have an extra space in here, whatever, we'll figure it out later. Right, but yeah, okay. Cool. The question is, oh fuck. Okay, we'll put it in here. We should not do this while parsing, as we don't know what the client or what the user, library user, don't know if the library user has already done some case folding and whatnot. Case folding and doing it for every message could be very wasteful. Okay. This sounds big, but it's not going to be super big. So we're gonna say that this is a medium. This is a task. I would like to get this into 0.5, but 0.5 is getting a little stacked, but that's okay. But these kind of things, getting this stuff in the library and getting it early is going to help us avoid a whole class of bugs, right? and just weird shit. So just having this in here is going to be cool and good. So yeah. What do they explain? Do they say? Case and such as channel names and nicks. They say such as. At least it would be targets, but it could be potentially more, but maybe not. We'll just go with input. That's fine. It must be a string representing the method that the server uses. How's it going, complete man? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the welcome from Nigeria. Welcome from the USA when I am up way the hell too late. I started work this morning. I'm still working. Yeah. Well, I mean, Pidgin is a labor of love. I work on it when I work on it, which is a lot. But I should be getting to bed here soon. But it was like, let's get some tickets created here. So yeah. Channel indicates the number of channels a client may join. They must be specified. Okay. I don't know that we care about this, but like we should just be getting the error back and reporting it to the user. But it might be nice to not bombard the server with it. And as for like channel modes and stuff, I don't know how much validation of that we want to do because across different IRCDs, things mean different things. Or they can mean different things, so yeah. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to grab. And we'll might knock this out as pull request real quick. There is, yeah. The network parameter indicates the name of the IRC network that the client is connected to. This parameter is advertised for informational purposes only. Client should not use this value to make assumptions about supported features on the server, as networks may change server software and configuration anytime. Yes, but this is nice and nifty to know, because we can have the user know it and stuff like that. So, all right. So we'll go and do that real quick and go from there. All right, so this should be good. Task 05. Not assigned to anybody yet. That's fine. Cool. All right, new issue. Handle feature network. We should grab the. Where to go? I missed him. Host length, invax, kick, and max. I scrolled past it apparently. Network. Oop. We should grab the network feature and make it available on the client objects. Nope. That's what I'm trying to do. Handle network feature from I support. Sure. Hi. What you doing, mister? He's barely in frame. What you doing? Being obnoxious. He's like, it's time to be off the computer. We're gonna put this in 04. We're gonna go do it real quick. Then we're gonna go to bed. Or try to go to bed. The problem with napping from 8 o'clock until midnight is how the fuck do I get tired again? Is just informational, but might be useful for debugging. Okay. Oh, I keep getting draft. Oh fuck! That's not what I wanted. Oh, I lost my other draft. Okay. I was trying to hit this guy. This is going to be smear. Okay. This is going to be a little bit bigger, but it's okay. Not a big deal. Okay. I'll go to 5. Automatic features. Hi, you. Why don't you get cuddly? Go lay down. Relax. He's like, because how else would I bug you? And tell you that it's time to stop streaming. Cool. Alright. Oh, right. And we can write tests for this, too. Okay. So we want to start with client.h. Get air features. Alpha contacts. Get Nick. Get E is before I. This client get network. Instance. It's the network that the client is connected. This is advertised by. Oh, I didn't check any of those docs on that crap. Oh, it didn't air on me. No, you're not getting fucking treats, man. You just got treats like half an hour ago. Maybe there's more, but I don't know. You're not getting more. No. This is good. Is it bad? You don't know. Ooh. Const at reply I support. And made available here. Or whatever. Returns the modal network name if set. Otherwise, no. Available in 04. Const carstar ibis client get network. Okay. G return val if fail is client null return client network. Got a bunch of stuff to do for this, but it's okay. Create that guy. Clients network. Here we are. G return if fail is client. Then if G set string, not G value, G set, I think it set stir. I don't remember. It's been a minute. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna get a little funky, but it's not too bad. All right, so we got our setter, we got our getter, we got to add the properties and all that stuff, and that's not gonna work. It's not actually gonna do anything yet, but that's okay, because we're gonna have to put this in the handle I support, which is okay. It's cool. Actually, we don't need it. No, we don't even need it there. It's fine. We'll get to that in a second. So in finalize, G clear pointer client network. G free. This should probably only be while it's alive, but it's fine. case prompt network key values at string value of this client get network. And the setter. No, we don't need this at all. We still want the set property to notify and everything, but we don't need to. You can't set it anywhere else. It's not even a construct property. It's just a readable. So ibis client network. The advertised name of the network from from the server sending the const at feature network support message. Okay, sure. 0.4. Prompt network gparam spec string network readable gparam static strings. Okay, so that should compile and work. Or I fucked some stuff up, which is expected. Your code compiles on the first time. Double check that you did it. All right, so we didn't call set network yet. That's fine, not a big deal, right? So what we want to do is in our init, I think it's okay. Because it shouldn't happen yet. This'll be weird. That's okay. We might want to move the constructor, but we'll see. I want to say g signal connect object client features comma changed colon ibis feature network. G callback ibis client network feature callback, sure. Is this the callback? Oh, we don't have no, that is callbacks. So this is static void, and then this is going to be ibis features star features comma oh right, we didn't pass the value along because that would have been weird and clunky. That's fine. Right, so we get the change signal. It's detailed. We asked for just the network name, so this is going to give us the name, but we don't care about that. Or I suppose we can cheat when we can use it. Const car star name, and then we can say const car star value equals null. Ibis value equals ibis features get string features comma name. Is a detailed signal, so name should always be value of ibis feature network. We get the value, and then we say ibis. Oh, we need a data here. Pointer data. Ibis client star client equals data. Say ibis client to that network client value. Right? And now this should just magically work. And whenever that feature changes, we'll be called for it. So what we can do is to test this. Ibis cli .c. After we get connected, that's not what we want. Or is that what we want? Yeah, no, it is what we want. We can say G message connected to network or sent us, comma, Ibis client get network clients. And that should work and do the right thing. It's more than just a property because the property is readable. It's all, or whatever, it's read only. But we have to deal with all the crap. But now we should be able to say Ibis cli minus s 192.168.1.220 minus u gram testing. Is it n for Nick? It's not 220. What the hell is it? Oh. Yeah, right. Right? Ah, thank you. There we go. Oh, yeah, so it's still null because we don't know that yet. So we'll cheat a little bit here. Where? Oh, you know what? I think there's a better way to handle this now. Oh, no, we used G. Okay. So we have there's the client. All right. G object or G signal connect client notify : network G callback Ibis cli network change callback. We definitely, no, that's fine. Whether or not we should keep this in is another story, but we'll use it for testing here. Static void network change G object star self G GNU C unused G param spec star p spec G GNU C unused G pointer data. And then we're gonna say Ibis client star client equals Ibis client self G message network changed to %s Ibis client get network. All right, that's a better solution. What happened to the music? It's just a whole bunch of quiet. All right. I probably should have done something besides it. Boom. There we go. Network change to ergo test. Yay! So does that make sense? Put that there, leave it there? I don't know. Right, we'll see. But yeah, so where's okay, we don't spit out or we handle 05, so you can't see it anymore. That's the message I support, but yeah, so we can see all that's working. Or let's change it to network name changed, and we'll leave that in there. So Ibis cli, it's not necessarily meant to be a client, but it's kind of a representation of what it works with, or what do you need to do to build something on top of Ibis. But it's really just a read-only. That's all it does. Oh, you know what? We could do that too. We could do the ping stuff in here. To show that it's handling the ping. Yeah, let's do that real quick too. All right, so... Oh, we didn't write unit tests for this. It's gonna be 4 o'clock before we finish this unit. Okay, hold on. Before we do that, new issue. Oh, this is why I keep getting them, because this thing gets fucked up. All right, new issue. Show pings and pongs in Ibis Fly. Now that we can see messages as they're sent and being sent, it would be nifty to show pongs. Oh, we should do both, but yeah. Show pings and pongs in Ibis Fly. This helps to show how Ibis handles the protocol stuff as well. We need to connect to client to the route message signal on client. For both Ibis message ping and Ibis message pong, because we could implement client-side pings at some point. Should also add a handler for the message signal on the client. I'll say message : Ibis message ping, or message signal on the client for both Ibis message ping and Ibis message pong. That will just echo them out and leave the command unhandled, or leave the messages unhandled. Okay. This should be small. So we should put this in 0.4 because that shows off that ability. And yeah. But yeah, the whole idea here is like if we just start showing more information on what like Ibis Cly is doing, especially as we start handling additional messages and stuff, it's going to get weird and shitty to understand what's actually happening, right? Oh hey, network name changed to null because we're disconnecting. And the features object got cleared. Right? That's an interesting bug we should maybe handle, but we'll see. But yeah, I just got like a hot flash and I'm cold sweating it like a bitch right now. Just it's time to end the streams here. All right. So we need to go to the test. Oh, we're gonna get conflicts on this. It's fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. Or default. I was like, should we do a thing where like it changes on us? And I'm gonna say no. Well, we could. That's just a waste of time. Like the unit test should be testing when the features get changed and stuff like that, which they already are. So us doing an additional test here is, yeah, we would make sure that the test, the network thing gets updated, but we're already doing that because we're handling it via Signal. So it's just redundant. All right. Ibis client star client equals null. Client equals Ibis client new network equals if client get network client G assert null network. G assert finalize object clients. Okay. If it's features or features equals null. If it's message or message equals null. And you know it's getting late when Slater's playing with the green screen. Yep. I support. Wait, are these supposed to be uppercase or lowercase? I don't think it matters, but what do they show here? They showed us uppercase. Oh. I shouldn't be typing it. I should be doing this. Equals unit tests. It is features parse features message. Assert finalize object. Sure, we should do that here. All right, and then G assert compare stir network comma equals unit text. Okay, that should do it. Oop. Okay, so that still works as expected. That's there, and there's that. Cool. And then Mason test minus V client. Cool. Wrapper. All right. Wrapper. Cool. Branch. Network feature. And support for exposing the network name from iSport. It's just like 14 or 28 or something. I don't remember what it was at all. Or 24, I think is what it was. It was 24. 3294 or something like that, I think. What is the one we depend on? Oh. Well, thank you for approving that. I'm going to not post this yet because that would be a waste of time. Or not, not a waste of time, but I'm going to have to rebase anyways. So we'll just avoid that. It was clean, HCL default, HCL minus U. And minus R 3294. Oh. Sweet. Okay. Close that. Come over here. All right, so It's gonna orphan those two. That's fine. HE Chan type, so we're just gonna rebase this anyways. Which shouldn't matter right now, but it'll be okay. Z default, keep branches. Oh. Okay, I guess when I did the supersede commit, it automatically figured it out. Thank you, Mercurial. Yay! Yeah, Slater did. And he's right there too. That's Slater's way of saying you're done streaming, Dad. And then this guy's up here too. Hi. Yes, the cats want me to finish. And I kind of want to do the ping thing, but I'm not going to because it's 3:40 in the morning. So these two pull requests are still going to conflict because I put code in the exact same places in both of them. So that's going to be a merge conflict regardless. So I'm going to have to rebase one of them, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. All right. RBT post, bugs, closed, Ibis. What did I say? 24, I think? Yes. Short server starts Pidgin project. Well, I don't use it anymore. It's been pivotal to XMPP. Yes. Yeah, no problems. What do you use now for XMPP? I know Pidgin's XMPP has been a real stinker. We're trying to correct that. It's going to be a while before we get something usable. But it's definitely in our forefront. We're trying to fix a lot of things with Pidgin 3, including esoteric's not even the right word. Our decrepit XMPP support. Let's go with that. Ran the client test under Valgrind. I don't know why I keep missing that space. And called in the turtles too. I was like, do I make a secret of the ooze reference? Maybe, maybe not. Also, I have no idea how to say your name. Let's go with Weak Quack. I don't know. Please let me know how horrible I just did there. Oh, Kajim? Okay, cool. Yeah, we're gonna be building. We started building a new XMPP library, but I'm trying to do it in a niche way, and that's caused issues. But basically, so like somebody like me who jumps across a lot of protocols, it's hard for me to keep track of specifics of protocols unless I'm going based on specs. So like a lot of XMPP implementations end up just like dealing with the XML DOM and just handling that directly, and that's a real pain. So I don't want to do it that way. So I'm trying to make it so we can do like high level stuff by actually implementing stuff by extension elements and stuff like that. And I've ran into some weird issues because extension elements are kind of funky in some regards. Does that actually fit it? Did I not wrap that right? I think it fits with the 4 space indent, but not an 8. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. But yeah, I'll reference Gajim when like I'm like, oh, how are they doing this thing? Oh, okay. How do they handle this weird case I need to figure out? Okay, yeah, go. And it's mostly UI stuff, but yeah. All right, this is fine. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so Zeem is our new XMPP library. And you'll see I have a pull request from 5 months ago. It says rework the way extension parsing works. Yeah, well, that solution didn't work either, and I need to get back to it. And I haven't come up with a solution yet, but we'll see. So, all right. Oh, 24, 3301. Give me this guy. We need to update 24. Fucking hell, man. Yeah. Wait, is this thing flapping? Is that the problem? No, it has not restarted at all. What the fuck? Come on. Is this loading for anybody else? Oh, we've got fucking crawler bot. The Google bot is here. The Yandex is here. Who else is here? Fucking web crawlers, man. Yandex is the one that's going out of control right now. Somebody built a bot that's claiming to be a Nexus 5X. It loads for you? Well, fuck. Loads fine in a private browser window. Can you not close the pin tab? Okay, apparently it was that other tab was fucking shit up. Whatever. Is this still the right clipboard? Yeah. State is in progress. All right. So with that, we're gonna get out of here. Yeah, I don't know if there's an option to turn that off. I got it before too. I need to see if there's a way I can turn it off, but we'll see. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I may be on tomorrow or Wednesday. I don't know. Otherwise, I will be on Thursday, as per usual. Of course, if you want to know when I'm going to be streaming, be sure you follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube. And if you want to know when I'm going to be streaming, you know, hit that notification bell and do whatever the hell you want there. Otherwise, you can find the link. Oh, I forgot to say, we're going to go raid the Dev Dad. So if you don't know during the raid, you can go ahead and cancel above chat. Otherwise, you can find links to all my social media right over here. I do announce on my Mastodon when I'm going to go live. So that is an option for you. And then if you also want to join us on the officially unofficial Pidgin Discord, you can find a link to that right over here as well. So thank you everybody for coming by tonight, and until next time, adios.